triangular section. I gotta video myself a little more often. Okay, so you have these two sections, right? This section is going to be the one you're going to create mainly all of your candy look right here. Okay?
Okay.
So take out bobby pin.
Have some help here.
And now for weighting and stuff like that, this technique is really good because it creates an anchor right here, which is important to, you know, to put the bell. And then you create your anchor right there. And never do what I did with my teeth, okay? Usually you use your fingernail or something like that. And then you take this piece from right behind the ear, split through the middle, and you work it this way. And you're going to anchor this as low as you want. Now notice how I'm anchoring it, okay? I'm pretty much
crisscross.
Okay? And then from right behind the ear, you take the old one. Make sure it's nice and straight.
Pulling the cells out of the chair, you know, because of the
Pick it up.
footrest thing.
Let's get this a little tighter. Now notice, to tighten it, I'm taking my cone, the tip of my, and just bringing it up. You see that? And if you have to add, one more, that's fine. Just there, that piece that doesn't want to belong anywhere. And it's because it has a lot of layers.
Yes.
And then the other one crisscrossing on the other side. And you see how nice and clean it up here? And then you can have some little hairs pulling down the bottom if you want to. I mean, you know what I mean? Usually some women like that, you know what I mean? And then, boom. Under this one. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so now you have this to work with or this to work with. These ones I usually hide because they're too tiny, you know what I mean? And then you have all this to work with. Okay, then you start taking hair from the bottom, from here. Once again, triangular sections. So from here to there. See that?
Alright.
And you're gonna bring it to this point. You can twist it, you can do whatever you want.
So it's all kind of going to this area here,
Yeah.
like all of it.
And this one you just anchor to that. And now it's all about symmetry. Well, not all the time, but at this point we're just going to do all about symmetry. So from there to right behind the ear.
Okay, so you're doing that at an angle so that there will be another triangle in front here.
Exactly. And then just bring that to the center. And at this point, you know, usually if you want to tease it, you can. Teasing, I think, is an old style of doing. Okay, so now you see I have my size and I still have this one, so kind of play around. Here. This. Up here. And I'm not too worried about that. Anchor it again. Okay, this one.
You're welcome.
Same thing. Here, anchor it. Now here you can curl them, you can do whatever you want with them. And then with this right here, There's another triangular section right here. Here you start deciding, well, I want the hair to go this way, or I want everything to go back, whatever. You know. So we're gonna work on that last.
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
kind of crisscrossed it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cute.
So we have this to work with, this to work with, right? And then we have this to work with. And you can do anything you want with these little pieces. I mean, seriously. You know, your imagination is limitless.
What would you do? What would you do?
Well, I like kind of like messy stuff.
Me
You know what I
too.
mean? So probably I will curl it and then fan some of it out. Like you see, you can start doing a lot of different things with it. Yeah, I'll curl it, you know. So let's say here, I'm going to take another triangular section from here to here. Okay. And let's say I want it to go back. So I'm going to go from here to here. Probably I will tease that a little bit. From there to there. Where's your teasing cone? Yeah, that works. Now, notice I'm going to work this right here, okay? And I'm going to put it right there. Nice and smooth. And you can put a little hairspray and stuff like that. Now, usually to hold these ones, I like to use, instead of hairpins, symmetrical. And you don't have to be symmetrical. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's kind of like up to you what you want to do here. Just put it down and you work it like that. And we anchor it right there. And I'm going to use, instead of hair bobby pins, I'm going to use some hairpins just to hold it. Because usually you can hide hairpins. You cannot hide bobby pins. And then just smooth it out. And then I'm going to take this section right here. And let's give her something. Oops. Just a little hair falling around her face. That's perfect. So grab it here. There. I'm going to use that just a little bit. Now this one, I'm going to do it this way. Here, there. Once again, triangular sections. Notice I'm only working with triangular sections, okay? Notice this a little bit. Stretch it, sure. And I'm going to bring it here. Yeah, this one needs to be anchored. I feel this one needs to be anchored right there, so I'm just going to use bobby pin. Notice I'm putting all the bobby pins pretty much in the center. Okay, I'm not, you know. And then this last one, we said we want to do a hair down. Without piecing it. So then with the back of your red tail comb, just kind of like fix it and put it to where you want it to go. And I like the separation. I like kind of like the little wave that I created and kind of like the zigzag that I created there. So I want to make sure those two pieces or those places are well defined.
Yeah.
And you do that by putting on your hairspray and just kind of like working it that way. And then here you work it that way. You see you get a really cute look. And then here, perfect. See that? So let's say that's the front. Now in the back, you gotta use your curling iron and stuff like that. But usually what I would do probably is curl some of them. And even like if you do it this way, even if you do it kind of like this way, kind of like just take some hairspray and put it in different places and show some curls. That will keep it very pretty up there. See, I like things like this. I think that they're very feathery and kind of messy and stuff like that. And people like them. You know what I mean? Or you can do some more. You can take this one and start kind of like rolling them and painting them and stuff like that. Or you can do screw nuts, like take the hair once it's well anchored and start twisting it. And as you twist it, just start placing it.
Oh,
whatever
okay.
you do in this little area is up to you. But you see, look at the bottom. It's nice and clean, and a real person will be nice and tighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And look at the front. You know, they're very unique and easy to put up. Can you see that?
All right.
Yeah. Now you can put it a little bit higher, but I don't feel she has enough hair. You know. Another way. And I don't think her hair is long enough.